This article here is from Geo News. It's called Prince Harry, Meghan Markle's plans are spectacularly backfiring. I kind of like that title. I made two videos on this already, I gotta admit, but it just hit me now that this South Park episode actually did a lot more damage than I would have thought. I thought maybe, now some people know they don't want privacy. They're kind of full of it on that. But this article here is saying they've been exposed a lot more than I thought because of it. A lot of people right in the middle of the fence who don't care so much don't think about it. They hear Harry and Meghan in the news and they think media always smears and lies and whatnot. I don't care. I'm not paying attention. Then they see South Park. Then they're like, oh, that's what they're doing. That's not so good. Now I'm going to criticize them because I don't like them because of this. And that's what happened here. Let's take a look. Experts warn Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's plans for a US takeover are spectacularly backfiring. Australian journalist Amanda Patel issued these claims in her most recent piece for the Daily Mail. The writer started by admitting that while the hate for Meghan and Prince Harry is well known, the cruelty in the South Park episode went too far in places. Possibly. South Park is kind of like that, though. They take really strong swings and they could even get a little gross sometimes, limbs getting cut off, stuff like that. But I really think it's in the spirit of comedy. I don't think they mean to actually harm and smear people. Miss Patel started off by saying, though no fan of Meghan, even I thought the cruelty went too far in places, but satirical comedy doesn't work unless it has some element of truth. Well, there you said it. As long as there's truth involved, well, I guess they could take the creative license and run with it. It's when there's not truth that I say, that went too far. Whatever their plans were to conquer the states, the Meghan and Harry show is spectacularly backfiring. South Park didn't just lampoon the Sussexes, it harpooned them. And with that said, I realized how bad the damage could be from this. And like I've mentioned here before, pretty much the entire media picked it up. Every single publication, website, magazine I cover had this thing out there about the South Park episode immediately. And here's the thing. I've been thinking about these two, and what's the end game? What do I really want? And in this particular case, I really want them to just go away and get out of the news. In the case of Amber Heard, it's slightly different. My theory is she's being quiet so she doesn't get attention, so Aquaman 2 can come out and people will forget what she did and details. So in the case of Amber, at least for the next year, I want her in the news. I want people to be reminded of the court case and the bad things she's done. But in the case of Harry and Meghan, I truly, truly want them just to be ignored and go away because there's no end game with them. They're just selling books. They're just out there just being this personality or personalities. And just that little joke there on South Park really opened eyes. And it was pretty damn funny too. So when it's done well and it actually makes you laugh, it's a little more than some meme that gets the point across. It really hits home, helps drive the point through. So it seems like this person from the Daily Mail wanted to be negative, but I think she kind of played the middle a little bit and came from a point of sympathy when she might not have actually had sympathy. It's just I find sometimes it feels like these journalists want to say something negative, but they're scared to fully just go negative when they need to be, when the negatives are factual. You'll see the same thing with Johnny and Amber. You read an article and it's very pro Johnny, but they still mention those things about Amber, and you're thinking, well, why'd they mention that? Because they're obviously pro Johnny, and I think it's out of fear of being thrown on one side. So I think this person doesn't want to be thrown on the side of, let's just say, Meghan and Harry haters and things like that. They want to be perceived as being somewhat neutral and critical, but I don't know. I bet this person knows what's up. Let me know what you think down below. Doing shout outs, special thanks. things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.